So how did I get from a skinny fat figure like this to a slim, thick, toned figure like this? Today I'm going to share with you 4 tips on how you can build that dream figures of yours, and not just that, also on how to feel good and look good at the same time. So check it out. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be sharing with you on how I transitioned from skinny fat to building lean quality muscle mass. So I started out my fitness journey 3 years ago, and back then I did a lot of mistakes, had so many trials and error, and today I want to share with you what worked for me so that you can also avoid it if you are on a similar journey of me with similar goals as me. So number one, which is the most important thing, is your diet. No matter how hard you exercise, if your diet is not on point, you will still be struggling to see your progress. So mainly what I want to say is cut out empty calories. And what I mean by that is calories that do not have enough macronutrients like carbs, protein, and fat in it, but have just lots of added sugars. So that could be contributing to the fat that you have right now. And I know one of my friends who lost 15 pounds of fat just from cutting out diet soda. So just cut out small things like that here and there. It doesn't have to be very drastic. You don't have to reduce your calories a lot. You will still be being full, but just stop yourself from craving. Actually, when you cut it too, you will eventually stop craving for those unnecessary sugars that are mostly processed, that isn't even very good for your body, in order to help you recover from your workouts and help you build the muscle. And another thing regarding diet that I find is really important is consistency with it. I find prepping meals very helpful, or you could just start off tracking your calories, or if you don't like tracking it, just being mindful of what you eat. Consistency is very important so that you can really track your progress and the calorie count, the macro count that you are aiming towards. Another important point to keep in mind is that your metabolism could be really low right now. That could be what is contributing to your skinny fatness. And as you know, it takes more energy costs in order to support and build muscle more than it is to have the fat. So one of the reasons why maybe your body isn't building quality muscle is because it doesn't have enough energy to build. So I would recommend also tracking, or at least counting up your macros for a week and increasing just by about 200 calories a week. And the second point is to do resistance exercise. This is a common mistake, especially if you become skinny fat from losing a lot of pounds when you start off being of a bigger frame in the first place. But even if you start off being skinny like me before, when I was young, I wanted to be lean overall. So because I didn't want to be bulky at first, you know, like girls with big muscles, I didn't want to be that. I would do plenty of endurance type of training, like training around 20 to 25 reps. I only started really building like lots of muscle and being really lean when I did all the resistance exercises, which is around the 8 to 12 rep. Actually, there's also one joke, like your body does not know, like if you do 7 rep is not within this hypertrophy range, so it is not going to build muscle. It doesn't work that way. What I'm basically saying is that train around that rep. It's okay if it is 5 reps, 6 reps, or 13 reps, it's okay. Just stick to those numbers and not exceed over 15, 18 reps or so. So that is what helped me. And I also discovered so many variations of training, like drop sets, supersets. There are so many ways, like vertical loading, horizontal loading. I can explain about that to you later on. So basically just explore and test which one you prefer for resistance exercise. And another important thing with regards to training is do compound exercises, squat, bench, and deadlifts. They will help you build lean mass in a lot of muscle group. And another important, really magic exercise that I would say is the hip thrust. You can try lightweight hip thrust, like single leg hip thrust, frog pumps, clamshells, so many variations of hip thrust that you can do. You can do heavy hip thrust, especially if you want to build big glutes. That would be very helpful. So stick to around 65 to 85% of the 1 rep max. That has also been found in the scientific literature to elicit hypertrophy gains the most. So yeah, that is what I would recommend. Resistance training, stick to those type of trainings. And number 3, I say that a lot in my channel, but it is also really important, is sleep. If your cortisol levels are high, your gains would not be that effective. There is no point in doing a lot of workouts. Your body won't be able to repair the damage that it has been made, and you won't be able to lose fat as well. So really master your sleep schedule. For me, I sleep like 9 hours right now, and that is so optimal for me. I work so efficiently, a lot more. I know it's hard to measure how efficient you are, but you feel a lot more energized and refreshed in the morning, and it lasts like throughout the whole day. So the point of my channel is just not about the weight on how you should eat right and train right, but also live right. You need to be making any lifestyle changes that you need to be making in order to get more things done, achieve more goals. So there is a recent book that I read, which is Essentialism by Greg McKeown, I think. And he talked about how we should all prioritize 1 or 2 things instead of just trying to catch everything just like how everyone else is doing. Don't be distracted by that. This also applies to what we're talking about right now, which is to strive toward your goals, to become a slim, thick, look better and feel better. So just focus on it and don't be so spread out, and also nail down your sleeping schedule. And last but not least is time. Patience is the key toward every journey. Every journey could be different. Yours and mine would not be the same, but really, instead of just looking far ahead into the future, if you just focus on what you have in hand right now, what you can do right now, and really start loving the process itself, then results will happen. Instead, just focus on what workouts you'll be doing at this time, the weekly plan, such as things like that. And also, there is no magic pill toward doing it. And it all comes with a matter of time. Back when I was skinny fat, I looked up social media lifestyle influencers too, and they just gave that advice. Really, it is universal, almost toward anything, not just in fit. So last but not least, I want to focus on that point. And also, being skinny fat, you could have a really low body fat percentage. In fact, when I started working out, my body fat percentage was around 14-15%, which is actually even lower than what I'm having right now, because I am trying to be lean and I'm trying to eat very little, but I still did not appear to be lean. What comes out as a difference is the lean muscle mass that I have right now. So really focus on building the muscle mass fast first if you are skinny fat, even if you have the fat. Try to do that, and then only later on go on to a mini cut or whatever you call it later. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. I hope this was informative and helpful. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel too, and I will see you next time.